Welcome to Krista So Crafty. This is part 3 of the Western Bunny. I had gone looking for straw hats in my hometown and I couldn't find any. I did some searching and I found this one here is actually a package of 2 I found on Amazon. And I thought that it would work well for this Western Bunny, and it actually is perfect. I decided that I was going to flip up the sides. It's not really a cowboy hat, so I'm going to try to make it look more westerny. I thought I would, sew up the sides. I'm just taking some regular thread and a needle, and I'm going to just stitch up both sides, and that will help it to look more like a cowboy hat. I contemplated trying to make the top part fold in, or push in. But every time I did that, then the straw hat itself, the straw part was starting to break down, and I didn't want that to happen. So I opted to just leave it round on the top. Now, the other thing I did that was a bit of a mistake is I just was sewing this together, and then I thought, well, I want some sort of a hat band. Well, I couldn't get the hat band around there because I sewed it so close. So I ended up taking it out and putting the hat band on, but you'll see that in just a little bit. I am going to add on this beaded bracelet that I have onto the hat and making it kind of look like a hat band. I thought that'd be kind of fun. Now, I did choose this light blue to begin with. I'm talking to my sister right here, and that's how I'm showing her that. But yeah, I started to use this light blue, and I actually got it all the way on, and then I decided that it just didn't look right. And so I do end up changing it to a black bracelet that I have, and it looks much better. So basically, if you had some sort of a longer necklace, or if you know how to do like a beaded hat band, you could do one of those. Or like this, I just used 2 bracelets and I kind of put them together, and that was what I used to make the hat band. I'm just sizing up the bracelets to see how they're going to fit around the hat, and I do have to kind of push it through, and eventually I do end up cutting the stitching and putting the band on and then sewing it up later. But I'm just kind of seeing how it's going to look, and I think it'll be good. I love the color of this, and I really wish it would have worked with what the material I had, but it didn't. But the black looks wonderful. Now I've decided I'm going to take it over to my glue gun and use some of the hot glue to hold this in place. I will stitch it down there so I can glue it up there. So let's put a little bit of glue here. This will just at least keep it in place for me while I'm trying to get this going here. Yes, this is going to be so cute. And then let's put a little glue here. And there. And then we'll put a little glue in there. And then this one will go this way. And then I'll try to loop that in behind so that you can't see. Well, it's going to be behind the thing anyways, but there we go. Really wish I wouldn't have sewn that side up first. Have to untie it to do this. All right, fine, we'll snip it. I can re-sew it, that's not a problem. There we go. Okay, so that's the one side. And then we'll bring this one in here and tuck it behind just to make sure it doesn't show. And get some glue on that. There we go. There, see, that's going to be just perfect. So I'll get some glue in there too, because this is all going to be hidden, so it's not going to matter. And then I will stitch down those fronts there. What I'm doing is, now that these this hat band is on here, I'm just going up with some thread and a needle. I am just stitching down the beads so that they're not going to be floppy, so that they'll just stay there and it should be good. I'm just putting one little stitch through there and calling it good. Nothing crazy. Just to tack it down basically so that it's going to stay. And then I think that's going to be so cute. I was going to use this light blue beads that I had, but the more I keep looking at this material, I realize that it's purple and not blue. When I first pulled it out, it had a blue look to it, and I just went with that. But I showed my sister and she's like, that's purple. And then the more I look at it, it's purple. So the purple and the blue, it looks wonderful. I love it. And so then I switched the light blue beads that I had started on there. I took them off and I'm replaced them with these black ones, and I think it's going to be fine. Now, most cowboy hats have that divot here in the middle. I'm scared to break this. I could probably steam it or make it wet or something like that, but I'm not going to. It's okay. I'm going to, where I glued these on, here and here, I'm going to fold these up and stitch them so that they'll sit up like that, and it'll make it look more like a cowboy hat. So that I'm just going to use white thread for. You know, this is how I craft a lot of the times, is by trial and error. I just start trying something. If it doesn't work, I'm not scared to rip it out if I can. Sometimes I can't. And then, you know, just keep going until it works. So I have my thread here, and I probably should have doubled that. Actually, I might do that just so that it's a little bit stronger. So let me do that real quick, like so. You always lick your fingers when you go to do your thread. I always have. I know some people think it's gross, but it is what it is. All right, so now I'm going to flip this up, and it's going to go just like that. This stuff, I keep getting an itchy nose, and I think it's from all this straw here. All right, so let's do this. And I'm just going to go back and forth maybe 5 or 6 times to make sure it's going to hold. Now, I have determined that I probably will have to sew this onto this bunny's head, because I don't think it's going to stay. Because if you tap her or touch her, it'll fall off, right? And I don't want that. So, but we'll see. I will get this all sewn on, and we will see how this is going to sit on her head. I kind of put it on there before, and it looked pretty cute. So probably do a few more of these just to make sure it's going to stay and it will be nice and secure. Probably one more. And I'm trying not to go in the same spot because I don't want to create a big hole, because this is just straw after all. Did I tell you where I got these hats? I bought 2. It's a pack of 2 I got off of Amazon. Let me get back out here and see if I can tie the knot here. This straw is just breaking and going everywhere. So these bracelets that I'm using for the hat band, they're just ones from the dollar store. You know, they were a couple dollars, and they're just bracelets. So I thought, you know what, that'll work. And they worked almost perfectly all the way around. So nothing expensive going on here. Like I said, I think the most expensive is the hat so far, but that's okay. All right, so let me trim this. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So once I get that done, I will bring you back and we will see what our next step is. I'm going to make a pom-pom for the bunny's tail, and I have this pom-pom maker set that I've had for a while. I'm pretty sure I have a video on when I got it and how to use it, so I will put that down below for you. And I just have some scrap yarn here that I'm going to use to make the tail for the bunny. So now I think what I'm going to do is use the big one, because she's pretty
big. Do we want it that big? Yes. We're going to make it this size. So what you do is you take this and you have, it comes, you can open it on both sides. So the idea is you want to wrap to the two that are on one side together, and then we'll turn it over and do the other side. So that's all I'm going to do, is make sure you have the two of them together. Start it out, kind of overlap your starting string so it kind of ties it in place. You don't tie it, but it just, there you go, hooks it in place, and then we're just going to sit here and wrap. Once you feel you have enough yarn, then you close it all up, and now you're ready to start cutting it. So I'm going to grab a pair of scissors. I may have to find a smaller pair. I'm just going to cut off that string. And you just want to cut these like this. And as you do, oh yeah, I need to find a different scissors. Okay, maybe these little ones will work. Absolutely. Because see, there's that groove. You need to get your scissors right in that groove underneath the yarn and cut. And this is what is going to make our pom-poms, our pom-pom threads. So now we'll do the other side. Like so. Like that. Now don't open it yet, otherwise you'll have a big mess everywhere, trust me. I'm also going to trim this thread down here. This is just the one that I was wrapping with. And now I'm going to cut off, I don't know, about a 12-inch piece. Doesn't have to be that big. I'd rather it be too big than not big enough. You're just going to take it and you're going to put it in between those white, the two white things, and you want to get it in there real snug, because this is what's going to hold your pom-pom together. If you don't do this step when you open it, you're going to have a million little tiny strips of yarn. So tie it tight, and then tie it tight. And I like to go around to the other side and do knots on that side as well. Make sure you're pulling it tight. Okay, I'm going to leave these on here for now. We'll use these to sew it onto our bunny. So now what you can do is, now that you've cut it, you've tied it, you're sure that it's not going to come apart. So we open this up on this side and open these ones up on this side. And now we can pull it apart. And there's our pom-pom. Beautiful. Now you might have to trim it up just a little bit. Like I've got a couple pieces that I want to trim, like right there. But other than that, your pom-pom is all ready to go. It's just so slick, this pom-pom maker. I used to always make them and just tie it around my hands, you know. But I like this. See, look at how pretty that is. So now I can go ahead and sew that onto our little bunny. And we're getting closer. I think all I have left to do is to sew up the skirt and then just put her all together. So once I get everything else on her, I will show you the end product, but I will show you how I'm going to make up the skirt. That's next on my agenda. After I sew this on her, of course.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and I want to thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and of course, click on the bell to receive notification every time I upload a new video. Thank you again, and happy crafting.